ബാബാജി ദേവായ നമഃ. ഓം രാഘവാനന്ദ ദേവായ നമഃ. Namaste to all. This is a series of talks on Kriya Yoga. In these talks, we will try to examine all the important aspects of Kriya Yoga. I do hope these talks will encourage you to practice Kriya Yoga, a gift par excellence from the Divine. It is the opinion of great masters that man holds in himself enormous amount of potential. This potential enables him to experience different planes of consciousness. These planes are extremely subtle and transcendental by nature. By knowing them, man finds an end to all his sufferings. His life turns into an ever blissful state. Peace never leaves him. He is beyond all dualities. Living in this world, he is untouched by the complexities of the world. Though this is the case, a large section of humanity lives in lower planes without even knowing the possibility of such higher levels of living. The result is a life full of unhappiness and dissatisfaction. It is the attachment to material plane that causes this unhappiness primarily. A glimpse of higher sphere of consciousness will ward off all unhappiness and discontent in man. It is through the awakening of Kundalini man's potential is unleashed. Kundalini is the divinity in man lying in a dormant state. There are various yogic practices designed to awaken this divine energy. But all of them require a lot of self-discipline and demanding austerities, like so many do's and don'ts that an average person finds difficult to accept. In almost all these systems, the main focus is on concentration. Concentration is the sixth step in the ladder of higher yoga. The remaining two steps are meditation and absorption or samadhi. Concentration is a process of withdrawing consciousness from outside objects to the innermost realms of mind. It is by focusing on one point, either on an external or internal object, the practice of concentration is put into practice. During concentration, there is a continuity of consciousness. This free flow of consciousness allows our subconscious forces to rise up. It is during this period our unknown psychological patterns that have been troubling us all along come to conscious perception. By observing, by becoming aware of those pains, obsessions, distractions, we can remove them from the subconscious mind. When the mind is free from disturbance, it paves way for awakening of our inner potential. Normally, because of our mental distractions, we are totally unable to contact or express our inner power. So, the fruits of concentration are substantial. The culmination of deep, one-pointed concentration is the phenomenon of spontaneous state of meditation. But concentration is not an easy process to accomplish. If we observe the mind for a moment, we can see that there is a never-ending stream of thoughts coming out of it. Some of these thoughts are related to each other, and others are totally unconnected. This occurrence of unconnected thoughts is known as vikshepa or restlessness in yoga. When the mind is unable to relax, it constantly projects streams of differing thoughts to conscious mind. This is what makes concentration difficult for most people. There are many yoga teachers who will tell you to concentrate on an object in front of you or to visualize an object and to concentrate on it. They will also tell you, by concentrating on this internal or external object, you will be able to explore the subconscious depths of the mind. This is technically correct, but few people have been able to achieve concentration this way. 1 or 2 or less than 5 people out of 100 have gained concentration by following this method. What could be the reason for such a poor rate of success? The basic reason is this technique is not meant for beginners. This system presupposes certain degree of calmness in the person who attempts it. The technique presupposes that the student has overcome the wandering tendency of its consciousness to a great extent. As long as mind keeps on wandering over subject after subject, it is impossible to have concentration. So, the next usual step will be to suppress these disturbing factors in the mind. This way, we attempt to force consciousness to dwell on one point. But this desperate step also will not bring about concentration, because mind by nature moves all the time from one place to another. Any attempt to control it directly and forcefully is met with outrageous reaction. Therefore, the result of forced concentration is stress and tension. meditation eludes him. So, we have to approach this matter in a different fashion. What we have to understand is concentration is something that occurs spontaneously in a very relaxed mind and body. Until relaxation is achieved, concentration, the real concentration, remains an enigma, an unsolved problem. There are two conditions for concentration to happen. First is, our body and mind should be in a deep state of relaxation. And the second is, along with such relaxation, there should be a high state of conscious alertness. Most people have too many disturbances in their minds to be able to concentrate. Because of those disturbances, they never experience deep states of relaxation. Even during sleep, they are plagued by subconscious worries, phobias, and fears. Once these deep-rooted complexes have been removed, the relaxation becomes natural and deep. That is, when a person is sufficiently relaxed, especially in the deeper layers of the subconscious mind, then takes birth the phenomenon called one-pointedness or concentration. So, a system is required which progressively leads a person to deeper states of relaxation until concentration becomes the spontaneous activity of consciousness. This system is called Kriya Yoga. In Kriya Yoga, there is no direct attempt to bring about concentration. Concentration happens of its own through the practice of its psychophysical techniques. Om Babaji Devaya Namaha. Om Raghavananda Devaya Namaha.